Hello there, my name is Dead Whatever, and this is going to be my first video. What if Deku was betrayed? Part 1. So we start off at the USJ, like they're heading to the USJ. They're in the bus, and everyone's giving him like a look, like they're all glaring at him. When they get off the bus, Deku asked Uraraka, "Why is everyone giving me the stare?" And she says, "Why would I have to tell you anything, you villain?" And he's like, "What?" So they just walk in, and the villains attack. And everyone looks at him, and they're like, "Yeah, we knew you were a villain." So everyone gets teleported pretty much to the same place as Canon, and Deku's trying to communicate with Suyu and Mineta, but they're not listening at all. They're just ignoring him, and he's like, "Come on, you have to trust me on this one. If we don't leave this ship, we're going to die. We need to get, so just trust me." And pretty much they do the same plan as Canon, but instead of Suyu grabbing him and bringing him over, she pretty much just throws him into the water. So he just swims to shore, and then pretty much he tries to attack the villains. Deku tries to attack the villains, but then he ends up getting captured by the Nomu. And Shigaraki says, like, if I'm really slow. If any of you move, I'm gonna kill this kid. And everyone just looks and is just like, we don't care. Kill him. And Deku's like, what? You're gonna kill me off. You're just gonna kill me off like that? And Shigaraki says, Nomu, kill the kid. And then the Nomu punches Deku straight in the gut, like really good. Sends him flying into a wall. He bashes into the wall and falls unconscious. Like a couple minutes later, he starts like getting up, and he sees All Might. And All Might says, Young Midoriya, I have made a mistake for making you my successor. Please, give me back my quirk. And Deku, like half conscious, is like, sure. So All Might plucks one of his hairs and eats it. One of Deku's hairs. And then Deku falls back unconscious and wakes up in a prison the next day. And the guards see that he woke up. You're finally awake. Okay, get up. You're going into questioning. And they show him the video of him stealing files from the school. And he's like, are you morons? This is a world of quirks, and you don't think someone has like a transformation quirk that can make them look like me or anything like that? And they're not listening to him at all, pretty much. And they're just like, okay, that's enough. We heard enough. You're going to jail, buddy. And he's like, did you not listen to a single thing I just said? Anyway, he gets to jail. Oh, well, he's already in jail, technically. They're just in a questioning room. And he's, like, in his cell being like, I didn't do it. And the guards are getting kind of annoyed at him. But he's not, like, crying or anything. Because I'm making this one smart. And also not a puss. So. And he's just like, I didn't do it. And the guards are getting kind of pissed off at this. But they don't really do anything about it. They just say, shut up. And that's it. And then when he gets out to go to lunch, all these prisoners see that there's just this kid here. And it's like, why is this kid here? Let's show him his place. And like, let's say during lunch he goes to a library. Let's say this prison has a library, and he's picking out a book, right? And then all of a sudden, 5 guys jump him, and he gets beaten up good. Like, he is on the floor, he's bruised, he's bloodied, and he goes to the infirmary. And he just, afterwards, he goes to his cell, and he's like, and he's still doing the, I didn't do it stuff in the cell. And one of the guards got super annoyed from this, and he said, shut up, walked into the thing, and hit him really good, with a nightstick, straight to his head. And he falls into a coma. Falls into a coma there. And he wakes up in his, let's say, mindscape, to see a person. And this person is Isaac Clarke. Okay, this is my own twist to this. I never seen anyone do like anything about Isaac Clarke other than one. It's what if Deku had the rig, which I think it's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. The rig, which is the armor, which is pretty much the armor that Isaac uses. Or maybe it's the spine thing. Maybe it's the spine thing. I'm not sure. And Isaac's like, so we finally meet. And Deku's like, who are you? Why am I here? And Isaac explains that technically Deku is his reincarnation, and he's reincarnated into a different world. And he explains everything from his world, from the necromorphs to pretty much everything. And Isaac's like, it seems that you have been betrayed by your friends, and I want to help you with that. So he starts training him. If you don't know who Isaac Clarke is, you don't know who Isaac Clarke is. If you don't know what Dead Space is, you don't know what Dead Space is. All I say is that Isaac Clarke's super strong, to the point where if he throws an overhand, he can crush your whole on head. Like, your head would just pop off. Like, it won't, like, come off, but it will just, like, explode. And that's pretty much it. So he starts training him in, like, combat and also other stuff, like teaching him how to make the rig, the bench, the cutter. If you don't know what the cutter is, you don't know what Dead Space is. And I really like Dead Space. This is why I'm doing this. And what's next? Anyway, let's say they've been training in there for like 3 months in his mindscape, but in real life it was like a week and a half. He was only there for like a day. And after he's done, he's like, after they're done, I was like, okay, I taught you everything that I know. Just everything that I know. How to use the cutter, how to use all the weapons that I know. I only know how to make the cutter, though. So you're going to have to learn how to make the other ones. Now it's time for you to go back to the real world, out of this mindscape. Well, and I was just like, well, see you soon. And Deku's like, yeah, see you soon too. And Deku wakes up, and everyone's like, you're finally awake. Everyone's like checking his pulse, all that stuff, making sure he's okay. And he goes back to his cell and goes to sleep. The next day, let's say that Nezu and say that the guard's like, hey, wake up. Wake up. You got some visitors. And he goes to it, and it's All Might and Nezu, and they're like, so, we figured out you're innocent, and that, apparently someone named Himiko Toga took some of your blood and transformed into you. And he's like, took you about time? Took you about time? This is a world of quirks. You're the smartest, like, rat ever, and yet you decided to be moronic. He's like, yes, we know, yes. He's like, please, come back to UA. And he's like, sure, fine, but only on one condition. I don't want to go back to A1, class 1A. I want to go to the support course. And you're like, yes, And All Might tries to give him back, Deku back, all for one. No, wait, one for all. I'm stupid. And Deku's like, no, I don't need your quirk. And that's it. That's the end of this part. I'll see you later in the next part. Bye bye.